You can be the new Breaking Bad, man.
I never watched that show.
Probably good, yeah.
Over here.
What?
This door.
Why that door?
Because the double doors are not working properly.
What are we? We're drug kingpins, man. How you doing, brother?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Go on in.
Why are you holding the phone?
Go on in.
Why are you holding the phone like that?
Go on in.
Why do I need to?
Go, just look.
What have you been doing? What? Well. Oh no, you cleared out all your stuff.
Look behind you.
That's a lot of peanuts. What am I supposed to be looking at? Lego Star Wars, do not sit on anything in this box this side up.
You're not getting it.
What is the move official or something?
Kinda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I want to turn this off now. Hi, we just spoiled the game by this quickly. Hi guys, this is Skippi Skip here, and we are making another video today, and this is actually a redo of the video because I didn't like, or actually more like my good friend the American Catfish did not like the audio.
Wait, are we doing this for real?
Yeah, we're doing this for real.
We're doing this for real.
We're doing it for real.
Alright, I guess we're doing it for real.
For realsies, bro.
Hello everyone, I am the American Catfish. I am unfortunately one of Skippy's only friends. And unfortunately he's one of my only friends, so...
Unfortunately for both of us.
Unfortunately for both of us.
We're stuck with each other.
Unfortunately fortunate. So as you can see in front of you right now, this game is called Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, or Ace Wright Attorney, depending on the way that you like to read English.
I'm sorry, it's actually Ace Phoenix Wright, trademark, Attorney, trademark, Trilogy.
Yep, that's true. So here's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be starting a new game, because like Skippy said, we did not like the audio settings whatsoever. So who knows, if Skippy's feeling kind enough, he may upload the original show that we did. So just so you can see the comparison between now and what we did. So here we are going to start a new game. And this, I'm not going to be honest, this is probably going to be a bit more subdued from our other one in terms of voices, because Skippy still needs to use his throat for various things.
I would have still do what I did last time.
Alright, I guess we're gonna... Alright, you know what? We're just gonna do what we did last time, because you know what? Why not? Okay? But instead this time, I'm going to do all the voices.
Wait, what? No, I'm taking the same characters.
Alright.
Unless you want to trade something.
Alright. Actually, why don't we swap what we did?
I still want Mia. I want Mia still.
Why do you... What? No! You don't get to be Mia.
I get the meal.
What? You get the meal? What?
I didn't even complete my sentence. I just stopped mid-sentence because I didn't realize what I was going to say.
Wow. Smooth. Okay, alright, so this is episode 1. The first turnabout. Is this dude not wearing socks? Why is he not wearing socks with his shoes?
Ew, I mean, imagine how gross it gets in there with all that sweat.
You know, one time I wore my tennis shoes without socks, and I went on a walk with my parents, and when I got back, I had these 2 huge blisters on the back of my feet. Yeah, that was not a very happy experience for me. So, it was painful. So, kids, if you're listening, wear socks with your shoes. You are saving your feet.
True story. Once I was burning trash in the barrel that I got, and I was doing it in socks. Some hot ash flew out of the barrel,
oh, no.
and both my feet stepped on it, but it was like a cartoon, like Tom and Jerry, or like someone seems hot. And then it hit me. My feet are on hot red ash because I stepped off it and it's red underneath. And I had blisters on my feet for a week, both of them.
Ow. Oh, man,
I walked on the side of my feet.
Oh, that does not sound good at all.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to start the first episode. Play it? No.
What?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, end the series! Blood, sweat, and tears.
I think that's just blood.
Gasp.
Alright, we got some stuff going on.
That's me? Oh, wait, is that me doing it?
Why me?
Oh, yeah, why me? Yeah,
I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on.
Wait, are you doing it or me?
Someone like him. I don't know what we're doing. I'll make it look like he did it.
Okay. August 3rd, 1940.
The year is 1947. Skippy, come on. Here, how's about I read August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. in the year 1947. Good grief. You're right. I'm about to revoke your reading privileges. Defendant lobby number 2, district court.
I'm taking over the same voices.
Boy, am I nervous.
Right.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
Wee-oo. I'm glad I made it on time.
Wee-oo.
Voice crack.
What is she, an ambulance? Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.
No, she's the Wii U. The actual Wii U.
Oh, boy.
Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor?
What is with your voice?
Why? What's wrong with my voice?
I don't know why. It's like you're trying to sound like a damsel in distress, but don't know how to be one.
This is an anime, okay? They sound like that all the time. Every girl in there sounds like an 8-year-old girl streaming. And
Well,
the guys, they all sound Japanese to begin, even if it's English.
Well, the thing is, actually, a lot of boys in anime are actually played by Japanese women. I don't know if you knew that. He's crossing his arms right now. Well, what do you think the voice actress for who do you think Naruto was played by? Yeah, Naruto.
Who's Naruto?
Oh boy, you and I need to have.
I don't watch anime except for Ruby. Technically, it's got the anime art style.
No.
Just computer generated graphics.
I do.
Let's get on with the story.
No. Oh no, I do not think Ruby counts as an anime. That it's American made. I guess I don't know. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I sound just like an anime protagonist. I just...
Yo.
I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life! Everything! It's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him. Death! Despair! Oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm
His eye. It's like opens from the side. It's like, or you can peel it open.
It looks like a sticker or something. Oh yeah, that's true. It doesn't even look like he's, because you could see with his left eye. With his left eye, he actually has an eyelid, but for his other one, it doesn't. It's so weird. Oh. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. What is going on with your eyes, Butts?
He's just got like the whole universe behind him.
I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you.
Shocking.
Shocker. My name is Phoenix Wright. Okay, this is sounding like an anime now. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one.
Actually, it's more like those classic, like, black and white. Just sitting in my office one day, and this damsel in distress comes into my office, just screaming about her child. I kicked my feet up on my desk and listened to her sad story, or something, something like that.
What sort of movies have you been watching?
Like those really old, mystery movies. That,
like the Noir?
So yeah, something like Noir. It's got the hat.
Is it Noir or Noir? I think it's Noir.
Trench coat, hat, tipped where you can't really see the eyes.
Yeah, like Dick Tracy or something like that.
Sure.
All right, you don't know who that is, do you?
No, I don't know who Dick Tracy is.
Really? You're into all this old stuff and you don't know who Dick Tracy is?
I was just going for the stereotype. Just move on.
We don't do stereotypes here, Skippy. Not on this channel.
This anime is a stereotype. Okay, let's
it's yeah, you're kind of right. Moving on. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. One thing I should mention about the Phoenix Wright universe is that usually names, their names are kind of on the nose for reasons. In this case, this dude drew the short straw of being Larry Butts.
He's got some misplaced hair on his face. It should be down lower, behind him. Okay.
What in the world? What?
Hairy Butts.
Good grief. Well, I know it's hairy Butts, but
Just
I don't
imagine a beard.
Good grief.
Okay.
Good grief. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Oh boy.
It's still just funny the second time through.
Yep. And the 23 years I've known him, it's usually true. Look, Larry, I'm going to tell you what my wife keeps telling me. Baby wipes. All right? Get some baby wipes. It'll help the smelly issue, okay? All right.
Corona-infected smells.
He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck.
Loser.
But I know better than anyone else that he's a good guy at heart. And that I owe him one. Which is why I took this case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Anime theme song starts playing in the background. Opening theme to anime begins playing. August 3rd, the year is
10,000 AD.
The year is 1000 AM.
After massacre.
August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, courtroom number 2.
Okay.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. And here we go through the tutorial stage.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client.
Will be decided by the fate of your client. Skippy, you do know how to read English, right?
What was my grade in high school? Probably a GPA 1.
Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Hands shaking. Eyesight fading. You need a cup of water there, bud?
He's sweating like a fat guy.
And
I'm fat.
I mean, geez, you got like Niagara Falls running down your face, man. You sure you're okay? I mean, if we let this run for a while, I think he might pass out from dehydration or something like that.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Do Mia. Do Mia.
Oh,
Do her.
because last time, and the bad recording of this, we did Phoenix, and we got quite the interesting reaction. So this time we're gonna do Mia and see what happens. The defendant, that's Mia Fey.
Wrong, right? That's so weird.
Oh.
Play out.
Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery. It's my baby from the store.
What is this, robots? Oh, come on, Chief. There's no reason to be going so soon, is there?
Listen, right?
Whoa! I'm right next to you, dude. Come on.
Oh, okay.
The defendant is the one on trial, Tommy, your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get.
I put my foot in it this time. I put my foot in it this time? What does that even mean?
Are you sure this isn't translated from Japanese to English?
Well, this is a Japanese game, so I've got to relax.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your stupidness. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Alright, the defendant's name is Larry Butts. The defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. A man who does not know that he can change his last name in this day and age.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you're fine.
Yeah, new VeggieTales spin-off. Larry Butts.
Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Oh no. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix!
Jeez.
Are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name!
Oh, the victim. Of course. I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. Yes, Phoenix, that's how forgetting works. Hopefully you temporarily forget things.
I think I feel a migraine coming on.
Can I just point out, what is up with her necklace? I mean, she looks like she has some sort of...
She's got a choker on, she's got a wire going on it, and it's like a...
I don't know what that's supposed to be, but like, just look at it. It looks like a piece of bed foam that's around her neck with a wire attached to it. It's so weird.
Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Should have read it beforehand.
He did read it beforehand. He
Just
forgot.
press the R button, check it at any time, okay? Well, if you read it beforehand, then you would have remembered. If you're paying attention.
I hate when teachers do that. It's like, well, if you were paying attention, you would have remembered. I was paying attention, I just don't remember.
Yep, pretty much.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. So we're dating.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Alright, so we're gonna check the court record. And the victim's name was Attorney Badge. Wait. Cindy. Cinderblock. No, Cindy Stone.
Do it. It doesn't matter.
No,
just
come
do it.
on.
Just do Mia.
Fine.
It doesn't matter.
We'll do Mia Fey again. Mia Fey. Mia Fey.
What? How can I be the victim?
Oh, right. Sorry. Was that the first thing that popped in my head? And
Record button.
Record.
the chord record.
The court record button. Remember to use it when you're in a pinch with the R button on the Joy-Con.
Let me ask that once more. Again, Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
All right. We'll move on. Cindy Stone.
Knockout.
Sounds like a Smash Brothers move. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
Well, if we check the court record again...
Hit by Mia Fey.
was hit with a Mia Fey, Your Honor. Wait, no! Hit with a blunt object. She was struck once. Excuse me.
Breathing.
She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You answered all of my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As a stereotypical Japanese-sounding person,
Oh, wait, that really screwed it up.
What? What on earth are you trying to say, dude?
as Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object.
Was strict?
I said struck.
You said strict.
I said struck.
Your Honor, are you off your medication again?
Yeah, I'm not taking those pills and
Drop the controller.
can't see my face.
Oh, drop the controller, sorry.
Would you like to explain to the court what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record. Statue. A statue in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial.
The victim was killed by a Mia Fey. Was struck. Wait, no. I mean, was struck by Mia Fey. No!
It's the defendant is Mia Fey, and the victim was Mia Fey, who was killed by Mia Fey.
who used the accomplice Butts Harry. Wait, no! Alright, we're moving on.
That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use R button to check the court record frequently.
Use the what button?
The R button. R. I'm a pirate.
She's got the colors for it.
I'm a pirate with laryngitis!
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls to the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Oh, gee. Oh.
He's just like trying to imitate her. It's stupid.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention, dummy. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
I'll stamp.
Just twitch.
Stupid grin on his face.
Ahem! Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim hadn't dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together! We were Romeo and Juliet! Cleopatra and Mark Antony! Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped! She just wasn't taking my phone calls! Or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts. Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it! Okay, there, Saul Guerrero. Every day, more lies. We should Google it.
Oh, that guy. So, like Star Wars, okay. Rogue One and Rebels. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, Rebels? Yeah, he showed up in Rebels. And in the Clone Wars.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport added to the court record. Passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on
1730.
the year 1730 on July 30th, the day before the murder.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way!
The victim was a mortal, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar? The response always cracks me up.
Mr. Pitt. No.
Yes, all the men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude! Don't know why. Doing his voice is making me laugh. I'm sorry.
This guy's a jerk at this point.
We can clearly see what kind of woman Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want them to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry
Stop
has
him.
Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I?
Stop him.
Yeah, we should tell him to zip it.
Oh, yeah.
Smack! Oh boy, the desk smacking, you're gonna see that a lot in these games. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof! Wince! Dude! Nick! What do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog! I'm gonna die! I'm just gonna drop dead! Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this!
Ow!
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, great.
Oh boy, this is not looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not?
Gulp! One thing I want to point out here, he's actually saying the word gulp. It's not with apostrophes or asterisks. It's not covered with asterisks, so he's literally saying the word gulp.
Let's go to a bunch of random strangers, get into a confrontation, and let's say gulp in the confrontation.
Well, no,
See what happens.
No, it's got an exclamation point, so you gotta say like gulp.
Gulp, man! Gulp! Jinkies!
Well, like a Jinky Scoop.
Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Have him answer honestly.
Well, yeah.
Sure. I know. I'll send him a signal. Smack. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. I like the guy's voice.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. As you can see with my shocked eyes. Who is your witness?
Look at that beard. That magnificent beard of his. But, like, don't just look at the beard, I mean,
His
look
eyes.
look at his mustache. Like, look how bushy that is. Like, if you look closely, you can just barely see his bottom lip under his stash. How does he eat without getting that messy? Because I mean, Skippy, I had a pretty burly mustache for a while, and all those hairs kept getting in my food all the time. It was so annoying.
Hey, during my quarantine mustache, it was getting in my mouth.
I mean, your quarantine patchwork.
Hey, you admitted I had some facial hair there.
Well, you had some facial hair, but it looked like an unfinished quilt.
The man who found the victim... just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Gasp! Like a fish.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution is... Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sort to the stand.
Now, I think Frank's name is a testament to, like, what are called whodunit stories, like murder mysteries. So, I think that's what they're trying to go for here, but as we're gonna see soon, I don't think that's really the case. Oh, okay, wow.
Mr. Sort, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
How dirt poor do you have to be to sell newspaper subscriptions in this day and age?
I mean, who does? I mean, if you're gonna buy a newspaper subscription, you either go to the Corn Fest in Sun Prairie and sign up, or you just go online.
Why not just go to your local newspaper stand that doesn't exist anymore?
Those poor jobs. Oh yes, newspapers, yes.
Yeah, this guy looks like a suck-up or something. Where did he get that pink suit? I want that. Wait, is it pink? I think it's pink.
Probably like a poorly bleached job of his white suit that got bloodied up.
I don't think he should go back to those dry cleaners. How is he doing that with his body without moving his head? That's like so weird and uncomfortable. And he just won't stop doing it.
Okay.
Mr. Sawit, you have a very interesting name, but anyways, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
Alright, so this is part of the court game. This is the witness testimony. So we're going to do this a couple of times. Basically what this is that we're going to listen to what the witness has to say, and then when he's done, we can go back through everything that he says, and then from there, we can pick it apart and basically find what are called contradictions, and then use evidence to prove ourselves right.
I was going door to door selling subscription when I saw a man fleeing an apartment.
Hold up, sorry. Can't find the controller.
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I took a look inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead.
They're very drawn out dead.
I quailed in fright, and I found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone that doesn't exist anymore. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
It was year 1000. No, it was year 100. Not gonna let you live that down, Skippy.
The man he ran out. The man he was. That's all, folks. Okay. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Blackout record added to the court record. This is my adding to court record voice. I don't know why I'm using this voice. I just like using this voice.
You are a self-aware narrator.
An unreliable narrator, if you will. Blackout record. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin your cross-examination.
No, you gotta say it in a more dramatic voice. You may begin your cross-examination.
All right, let me give that a try. You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright. This is it, the real deal. Don't screw it up.
This is it. Make no mistake where you are. This is it. Sorry.
Is he dying?
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave, dummy.
Lies? Every day. More lies. Sorry, I got Rogue One on the mind. Lies? What? He was lying? Well, of course, no lies in court. That never, ever happens, right, Skippy? That never happens.
No comment. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Question marks. No, exclamation.
We're going to read everything with exclamation point as a
geez.
question, and everything with a question mark as an exclamation.
You're starting to rub off on me, Skippy.
My stupidity is contagious.
Exclamation points. How do I prove he's not dead?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it into the witness's face.
Chief, do I do that quite literally? I have some papers here. Do I?
Yes!
Mr. Sot, I have this autopsy report that proves you wrong. Rub, 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 rub. Okay.
Open the court record with the R button. It stands for right because you're pretty much incompetent. Then point out the contradictions in the testimony. If you don't know what contradictions mean, then that means you go Google it.
Cross-examination, witness account. So basically, at this point, what we do is that we look over what the witness has said, and we also have the option to press what they said. Basically, we just ask them another question, like this.
Hold it!
Is it a man leaving an apartment in a common site? I find it odd that you would take notice of him.
I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like, he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing from the scene of a crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? So that's pretty much it. So at this point, what we need to do, we need to find what the contradiction of what he said, which is quailed and fright, found himself, thought to call the police. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Nearby park. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. So this is the contradiction right here. So what we need to do is that we need to go to the court record, present the attorney's badge. No, don't do that. So, as you can see, he remembers the time exactly. It was 1 p.m., but the time of death states it was 4 p.m., between 4 and 5 p.m. So we present it, and you found the body at 1 p.m. Are you sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Desk smack. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Smack, 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 smack. No. Stop smacking the paper, and smack, 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 smack.
Okay. It's gonna be a while.
Your statement directly contradicts this autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There is no body to find at year 100. 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh,
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions in your perfect law. Lies always beget more lies. Just like in VeggieTales. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
Dun dun dun. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Okay.
I see. You have a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right? You know what you have to do. Oh.
No, you don't do my voice.
You got this one, unfortunately.
So, just to be clear, I don't think any court of law would allow this. I mean, they may be a little lenient, but for those of you who are going to court for whatever reason, get your story straight the first time, please. It will make you seem more credible in the end.
You've got this one.
I've got this one. Cross-examination. The time of discovery. Sounds like some B-list sci-fi movie or something.
Okay.
Alright, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
So that's the problem there.
This is the contradiction right here because...
Oh, the blackout.
No, because of the attorney's badge. But yes, you are correct. It was because of the blackout because...
Noon to 6.
If he heard the sound 1 p.m., how could he have heard it between noon and 6? Hold it right there.
Sir, I'm not going anywhere.
I'm staying. You know what I mean. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. Smack, 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 smack. I don't know why. I like the way that he just sensually taps the paper. And this record proves it.
Yeah.
Smack. You couldn't have heard a television or video.
Yeah.
For your keen-eyed viewers, you might have noticed, did his hair just come up a bit? So, just to let you know, yes, it did. And there's a really funny part coming up later.
It's because of the Lego hair.
Lego hair.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit?
Yeah, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Yeah. I remember now.
Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Yeah, you seem rather distraught. Oh.
That's the judge, dude.
That you seem rather distraught.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle,
It's the wiggle. It's part of the wiggles. Yeah, my apologies, Your Honor. I must have been shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sawit. I hope you really saw it. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Alright, now we go into the third testimony. Because these can go on for quite a while.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. My bad.
Well, of course, as we know, there's a contradiction in that too, but we'll get to that in a moment.
You saw a clock? Really? I guess you would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly.
Oopsies.
You're sweating there quite a bit there, friend.
Fat man.
Didn't hear the time. I saw it. Wait, hold on. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. Get it? Get it?
Oh, my word. Did I miss that again?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? And there it is, right there.
Hit him!
Because he doesn't know it's a table clock because it's presented as a statue. So just keep in mind, these games are really picky about what you use at what time, so that's kind of the way they work, so this is a game where you really have to pay attention to what you're doing. Wait just a moment. Smack. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence! Yes, who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. It's in my name.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes, Mr. Payne?
as the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony?
Yes. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Yeah, prove it! Hey, prove I never went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
It's you who's talking, not me.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Dramatic speed lines.
Coming in to smack him.
Dramatic speed lines go past my face to emphasize the moment of dramaticness. But now his suit's purple, not pink.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so concerned about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
This is the best part of all these games. Finally starting to figure out putting the puzzle pieces together and just watching the victim just break down and crumble. That's always the best part of these games, and I love it.
Hey, that day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, I saw flashbacks. Ah! Shut up, I hate you.
Oh, that part made me laugh.
It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her and he should burn. Burn! Give him death.
You doing okay there, Skippi?
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is writing on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply ask the neighbors.
No, we don't want to lose credibility or whatever.
Yep. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here, now in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? As I point dramatically, I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce a time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
Sir, we have the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
Ack. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one.
Yeah, you forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
He's right! How am I going to prove that? Oh, I was so close!
Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, we all know he's guilty. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
Hey, come on this way down here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! I'm a male Karen!
A Kevin. Dude, can you, like, shave the bald spot of your head? I get the fact that you're wearing a toupee, but still, that just looks weird.
You lawyers are all the same, including my own.
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
And now for the beacon of hope. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit.
Dramatic. Chief.
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. It's not like this. Think. The good guys always win.
But, Chief, it's over.
That's what all the good guys say.
I can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But doesn't it mean you can't still win by thinking out of the box? Think about other animes. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Otherwise, you're fired. Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
That's a good reason. Yes, I can. Because we have one little bit of evidence we have not presented yet. One that's with us from the very beginning. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have the evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
My attorney's badge! No? Okay, never mind, sorry.
You were so dumb, Felix.
It's the passport because she was in Paris the day before the murder. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we know, the time between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. there, it's 1 a.m. the next day here. Wait, what? I said that wrong, sorry.
There.
The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It?
Yeah.
And down he goes. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff.
Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And if I the true culprit at the same time.
Your Honor, are you sure you don't need a lozenge or anything? I think your throat's starting to sound a little starchy.
I think the next time you see me, I'll have surgery done in my throat.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only a formality, but
You're slurring too, Your Honor.
this court finds defendant Mr. Larry Butts not guilty.
Not guilty. Confetti! Woo!
Judge Judy, season whatever.
Judge Judy.
And with that, this court is adjourned. Farting, stop talking.
Now here's my real voice.
It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that bump on his head.
I don't even know, is that supposed to be a mole, or...
A cork where he got shot in the head and it prevents the bleeding.
While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find, and did that.
And made her spill Kool-Aid.
Oh, he made her spill ketchup, and made her take a nap at the same time. How cruel. August 3rd, year 232. August...
I'm a horrible human being.
Oh, aren't we all? August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew! I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not all. Not all. You forgot you fought your own battles in there with my help, you handicap. It's been a while since I've seen a trial, and on such a satisfying note.
Skippi, I think your voice is... Oh no, I dropped the control. What is going on? Skippi, I think your voice is finally starting to go. I'd never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever.
I'm gonna be honest. I would probably be the same way as him.
Probably, but...
Because I'm just... Yeah, I'm just scared to lose anyone that I ever fell in love with.
Larry, she was a... never mind.
Congratulations, Harry. You're being Larry.
Harry Butts. Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Oh, Harry Butts, innocent. That's great. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat!
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'm mildly disturbed. I'll keep it as memento in my back drawer.
Wow, he looks, that's a bit of a tone shift in his face right now.
Like just face mount clay and they screwed up.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was playing me for a fool. Doesn't that just make you want to cry? Stop. Larry. ...
Are you sure?
Excuse me?
Jar Jar Binks.
Who says excuse me?
Well, it's the only one person.
Jar Jar Binks.
Jar Jar.
I think she thought quite a lot of you. In her own weird way, because she must have a thing for Jar Jar.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? My attorney's badge, finally! No, sorry. It's the statue again.
Right, you're so dumb.
Check this out, Larry. Positive proof that you weren't some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Serious face. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer.
His eye again.
Really? I am. Thanks. Hope this made him feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now.
What? Mio, can we please turn the lights on? It's dark. I can't see you. Ah, no! Larry, get off of me! Larry, no!
Larry? Where's Larry? Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself because this is a stereotypical anime, right? Right?
For the power of friendship!
Right! Listen, learn, grow strong.
I was
That's
waiting
the
for you
moral.
to see it.
I said it.
I was waiting for you to say it.
Never let go of your believe in. Never fade away.
Ah, good. Someone turned the lights back on. Thank God. Larry,
Well-
stop kissing me.
Well, I think something happened. I forgot what I said.
No, Nick, I gotta show my appreciation for you. I gotta kiss you some more, man. Get off of me, Larry.
Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink to a toast to innocent butts.
We gotta do that with our friends or something like that. We'll say, a toast to friendship and to innocent buds. Just, yeah, wait, what? No.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him?
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks, because I can't imagine what happened.
And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and say, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And mwah, 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 Dick, knock it off. But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless he count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Whoa, okay, that's a bit of a tone shift. I went from 0 to 100 really quick.
This whole video's been a 0 to 100. The end!
And that's the end, finally.
That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Yes, we are going to save this,
And
please.
override it.
Yes, we are going to save over that. Awesome. So just wanted to say thank you guys for watching, sticking with us for about an hour, and wanted to say thank you to Skippi for lending his voice to his own channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah.
Well, I just want to say we are going to be continuing this series, but not sure if the videos are going to be longer than this. Because Skippy, I just want to let you know this was probably the shortest case in the game because we didn't even get into the investigative stuff yet. Because this was only the courtroom stuff. So we're probably going to break up the next episode into a series, a couple of episodes, but we're going to be making them, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you so much for watching.
Can you save in between? Or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
you can save in between. So we'll end the videos at each save point. So just want to say, this is the American Catfish signing off, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye!
God bless. Subscribe, like, and dislike.